Tēnā koutou katoa. One of the most important responsibilities given to a bishop is to ensure that there is an enduring ordained ministry within the church. And so each year I put quite a lot of time and effort and prayer into working with people who come to the church in response to God's call, wondering with us whether ordained ministry might be what it is that God is inviting them into. This last couple of weeks I've had the great privilege of speaking with 8 different people who are just kind of beginning formally that journey with us, having applied for ordination training and now working through that process with us. They're incredible interviews because I get the wonderful chance to listen to people's faith stories, to speak with them about the ways in which they believe they're hearing God's call, sensing God's call on them, and wondering with us whether ordained ministry is the thing that God is drawing them towards. One of the things that's always important to talk about is that call doesn't just belong to ordained ministry. For each of us who have entered into Christian faith, we have heard the call to follow Jesus Christ. We've found ourselves on the way with Jesus, walking the life of a disciple, living that life. And then as we find ourselves on that way, inevitably, through the gifts that God has given to each of us, there's a call of God to use those in particular ways for the service of others, for the building up of the body of Christ, so that we can be more effective in our witness for Christ in the world. And then to some of us, there's this wonderful call to ordained ministry, not a better ministry, but a different ministry, a particular kind of ministry. And those are the people now that we are going to work really carefully with to sense, is this God's particular call on your life? Lots of skills that people may have, lots of ways in which they've already established a track record in ministry. But our task now is to look through that and to sense within it, do we see this particular call of God? So it's an exciting time for them, a vulnerable time for them, because they really do open themselves to the church as we try to do that mutual work of identifying this call. So 8 people. I hope that you'll be praying for them, but also for all who are in ordained ministry. I've always thought that the thing that sustains us more than anything else is this knowledge that God has called me to this life and to the work which it involves. So I hope and pray that for each person in ordained ministry, we find ourselves constantly renewed in knowing God's call on us, so that we can live it out, be faithful followers of Jesus Christ, and fulfill the ministry to which God has called us.